Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Rumble, rumble.
Hey all you big ball heavers. Welcome to another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters!
The podcast of the Windfish.
I'm your co-host Ben.
And I'm your co-host Pat.
On this Let's Play, we venture through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
You got that right. We're pretty practiced gamers, but we're not experts or purists. We're just playing each game start to finish.
In this season, we're playing The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening
DX!
You know, we never recorded a sound clip for that, so it's fresh every time.
You said, when I said I gotta make a sound clip for that, you said, we have one. The one that we do. And so I was like, all right, cool. Let's just wing it. Improv's good. Improv's good. You ever taken an improv class?
Yes, and I have taken an improv class. Have you taken an improv class?
Yes, and if you think about it, we're always taking improv classes in our minds. Or am I just stuck in a loop and don't know what day it is, and I keep going to the same improv class over and over again? Nobody knows.
Yes, and that was quite a statement. It was so articulate and well done and definitely wasn't scripted as part of our opening banter.
Yes, and to be completely honest, I messed up our opening script. So even if it was part of the script, I'd probably mess it up. I don't know, but I feel like you like it when I vary things up.
I do. I had a dream last night that I actually remembered. And I felt like it was the universe being like, you're recording with your brother. You'll have a dream to talk about.
Yeah.
So the only piece of it that I really clearly remember is just the very end.
Mm-hmm.
I was my normal self, but I was dying of something. Not sure what it was that I was dying of.
Yes.
I tried to call Tommy Y. I was like, who to call first? And I was like, well, I'll call Tommy Y first. It went right to voicemail. And I was like, okay. And then in the next moment, I was sitting at a table with AOC and Bernie Sanders talking about the modern labor movement in America. And then I woke up. I was definitely still dying in that moment, like talking to Bernie Sanders and AOC. And It was so, I mean, when I woke up from it, it definitely was one of those dreams where I was like, oh, that was real in that moment. Like when I was dreaming, which is very rare.
Wow.
A, for me to remember a dream. B, when I'm in a dream for it to like feel real. But it definitely felt like, oh, like I'm dying. Like that is definitely what is like happening. Like this is an actual real thing I'm experiencing. And it was very interesting.
Wow. How did you feel about the fact that you were dying?
I mean, I think there's no way to get around the immense like sadness you feel. But I didn't feel, regret or anything like that. I felt very content. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, my main concern was just, oh, I there are some people that I need to tell. How do I start telling them? And just kind of getting that ball rolling. That's why I picked Tommy. Because well, Tommy can tell a bunch of other people and can kind of help move that along. So
smart.
because I was moving into like the friend level of telling people because all the other people like you, mom, Jenny, dad, like all the people already knew. So, but yeah, I know it was crazy. I woke up and I was like,
That's
oh my
intense.
God, I still remember this. Yeah.
I'm glad that this podcast alone has made you feel so fulfilled that you weren't regretful when you knew you were going to die. I know that this is the only accomplishment that sets you in that content zone.
Well, this will live on, right? Live on in perpetuity. That's the whole point of this, right? This is our legacy to our children.
Legacy, that's what I was going to say.
Blake, when you hear this 20 years from now, just know.
Blake, what are you talking about? Blake?
I don't know. I'm just picking a name.
Okay, Terry, when you hear this, know that we did this for you.
We did this for you. This is your legacy, and you should own it. And if you don't keep doing this, I will come back and haunt you.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to save Tears of the Kingdom for you, to do on your podcast.
Yeah, you can do it 35 years after it releases. You can,
Right.
sit down and do it. It'll be great.
Exactly. Well, that means it'll be 70 years after the first Zelda, huh?
I know. Well, I'll be
It's a lot.
71. I'll be 71.
You'll be
Yeah,
71.
I'll be
Mhm.
71.
And I'll be
You'll
dead.
be 70. That's
Oh, but- no, I'll be 70.
So you just had
Dead
some
in a dream.
you just had some visitors.
Yeah, I did. So Crystal's sister and niece came to visit, and it was a blast. She is 6 years old.
Woo!
Crystal's
Ball
niece.
energy.
Oh, such a ball of energy. And the way that I got her to chill out and kick it was to play Kirby. So I'm borrowing the new Kirby from Simon.
Shout out, Simon.
And, it's definitely an easier game. It's adorable. And I've talked about this before. I just have a hard time sitting down and playing a video game and not feeling like I'm wasting my time. Like, oh, there's so many other things I could be doing. I could be writing a song. I could be emailing this guy back. I could be editing this video.
You and I both suffer from that.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a Childers boy thing. And, our friends and partners have like always talked about how we just can't chill. So,
I mean, our dad will literally send us like in capital letters, like rest.
I know, yeah,
Like, it's a good thing.
I mean, both of our parents are pretty good at like hitting the pause switch and chilling out.
Totally. Yeah.
They also never like pressed us to get good grades or to work too hard. I mean, it was good. They wanted us to have jobs, like little jobs, but never like pushed us to work too
No.
hard. We just totally did this to ourselves. And maybe it's like a back and forth watching one another do it, but I don't know. We just love working too hard.
Let's not dive further
And-
into that. Let's keep moving. Keep rolling right past that
Yeah.
last comment. Let's go.
So this is the podcast about the dynamic of two brothers, and long after we're gone, when
brothers.
scholars study Hyrule Podcasters, they'll be like, "It was a show about video games, or was it? Or was it a podcast about two brothers?" So, anyway, sitting there with Freya and keeping her from like running around the apartment screaming, doing all the high energy kid stuff she was doing, and having her tell me what to do in the video game, I felt accomplished. And I really enjoyed playing the game that way. It was so fun. She refused to let me absorb any power other than ice. And while ice skating is fun, the ice power is so weak and it just takes forever. So like I was playing on like slightly hard mode. Which at first I was kind of like, oh man, I want to use the cutter. But it made the game harder than it is. And so that was fun. It's a really good game. I recommend playing through. You could probably play it in like 4 hours.
Very nice.
And I get a break from Metroid Prime, which you mailed me, which is it's just so much navigation.
I will say, and I used a guide to help,
Yeah.
especially to pick up some of the things that you might not get until later. I just, and that's why I think it only took me like 12 hours to finish. And I was like, that was the perfect amount of time.
Yeah, and I've been playing that with a guide too. And
Oh, nice.
I beat the game so many times. I just like want to see the remaster.
Yes.
I don't need to waste a bunch of time. And it'd be different if I didn't have that like you're wasting your time feeling. I'd sit down so usually I'll wait until I get sick to play a Metroid game because I'm just like, oh, got a couple days to get over this flu, and I have like fever dreams. So I might as well just play a Zelda game, but it's fun playing like Metroid Prime and Kirby at the same time. Has been a fun back and forth. I'm enjoying both of them. And I think I'm at like the final couple stages in Kirby.
Very nice. Very nice.
But anyway, the visit with family was good. We did like an Easter thing. There was an Easter egg hunt yesterday, which do you remember how fun it was to look for Easter baskets when we were kids?
100%.
It was so fun.
Mom did
Searching around
such
our
a good
house.
job of just like hiding that. Like, yeah, it was great. It was great.
And one year we gave up and it was in the oven.
Wow. Okay.
We were like, we don't know. We need a hint. We need somebody to tell us where it is. We got a hint, and it was in the oven. And so from there on out, we always started with the oven.
Always fighting the last battle.
I'm looking forward to Tuesday when all the Easter candy goes on sale.
You gonna pick up some Cadbury cream eggs?
You know it, and the caramel.
Oh yeah,
bunnies, and I apparently eat chocolate every day now. And I also the Easter lilies are on sale as well.
Yes.
And
Are those
there's like Easter
pet
orchids.
friendly though?
Yeah. I don't know. If I can't get them, I'll get them for somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question. Every time I buy a flower at the store, I Google it.
Very
Deadly
smart,
to
very smart.
cats?
Deadlytocats.com.
Deadlytocats.com. I had a dream last night, since we're talking about the island that may be a dream, that the SWAT team was coming to my apartment.
Classic.
And I had to get out, hopped out the window. I was in Queens, climbed over the rooftops, and then they had done their raid. And at that point, all of you, mom, dad, Crystal, were all chilling in the apartment. So I went back and we hung out. And then I was at some community town meeting where there were superheroes chasing away villains, and they hopped through a time portal.
Whoa.
And I was like, well, I got to go back in time and retrieve them, because clearly they went to tie some stuff up. So I talked to this guy who had auctioned off the time staffs on eBay, and I had to go find the time staffs. But
amazing.
I was like, and this is something that I think of all the time in time travel movies. I was like, well, I could time travel today. I could time travel a week from now, whatever. I'm going to just like go to my friend's house, go to this party, get a good night's rest, drink some water, and then I'll do the time quest, because it doesn't really matter when I start it, since I can travel through time once I get these staffs.
Depending on how time travel works in that universe.
True. Who knows?
Who knows?
It's always so tricky. Do you have a preferred time travel explanation in sci-fi that you watch?
I thought the one that they did in the Infinity Saga for the Avengers was pretty cool.
And how did that work? They changed the past, so it changes the future?
You can't ever change the past, but you can. Your past become like your future. Like if you go into the future, that becomes your past eventually. That becomes your past, I think is how they described it. I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting. I didn't quite follow it, but I liked the movie. So
I like it when you go back in time, you do something, you come back, and the present is different. I think that has the highest stakes, and so that's my favorite story to watch or read, because the other ones, it splits off into another one, and then some deity comes down and writes all the timelines. Like, that's fun, sure, whatever, but it doesn't have the same stakes.
Got it.
Like the Ashton Kutcher movie where he keeps messing everything up.
I think that's the butterfly effect, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I love how dire every action is.
Well, I think it's probably time that we hop in. I did want to just note one thing. So if you're listening to this on the day that it drops, that will be April 10th. We have 2 more episodes after this for the season. And you might be looking at your calendar and being like, oh my goodness, these boys, they're geniuses. They're going to drop their penultimate episode on the 24th, their last episode on the 15th, May 15th, and then be ready to go for Tears of the Kingdom or Tears of the Kingdom when it drops on May 17th. And you're just like, these boys, geniuses, and in their season, right when the new thing comes out. We're not going to cover that game. We're not. We'll just let you know right now.
In fact, we didn't even record an episode talking about the gameplay, because we just, I want to enjoy. The rule of this podcast for the two of us is that we have to have fun, and I don't feel like podcasting about this game the first time I play through it. We're just gonna enjoy playing the game, and then we'll do a Tears of the Kingdom podcast in 10 years.
We'll do it when we do it. Yeah, we'll do it when we do it,
or whenever we feel like it.
I will say, once we start playing it, we might comment on it during like the opening bit here, yada yada yada. But for the and once we play it, we'll probably chat about it like in Discord. Like I'm sure we'll make like a thing about there. But yeah, for the most part, we're not. And I'm in a grad school crunch right now. Patrick has a bunch of stuff. It's just like we wouldn't be able to have fun doing it. So we will not be real-time covering Tears/Tears of the Kingdom.
We will not be tearing the kingdom up on air.
Unless before May 17th, someone just writes us a check for $10,000. And then I will cover it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
100%. 100%.
Pay us.
You guys want to put together a little crowdfunding thing? 10,000 bones.
Show them, show them roops.
Yeah, then we'll totally do it. 100%. I'll take time off work.
Show me your roops.
I will live stream my playthrough.
I will fly to DC.
Yeah, because we'll use that $10,000, so it'll be great.
We'll use it.
But
don't you worry.
But yeah, so we're not covering it. Like I said, we might chat about it a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll have some side quest episodes, I'm sure, in between this season and next. There's going to be we'll talk about that more, but there's going to be a big break. But for now, let's figure out if Koholint Island is a dream or not. I don't know. I gotta know.
And Pat has the sticks, so we're gonna find out.
I got the sticks.
Here we go.
Let's do this.
Welcome back to the shack. You got your boy Ben and Pat sitting here together in the same room, about to do Dungeon Seaving Eagle's Tower. Now, I asked Patrick, what level of guidance do you want here? And he was like, I don't need any guidance.
I said I don't.
So
I said I don't know.
I'm gonna be sitting here silent for the next 47 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna tell you guys more about the dreams I've had recently.
So this dungeon is particularly challenging.
Particularly.
Just like that word is for me to say, apparently.
Good one.
So we just saw our first new bad guy, which was a Gibdo. Oh, Pat got a key. Very nice. And there's a key in this room as well. So we saw these Gibdos back in all of the games we played so far. And if you remember, Patrick let us know that Gibdo and it's a mummy.
It's a mummy.
It's a mummy. So this dungeon has 4 square floors that you have to navigate. And the main conceit of this dungeon is that you have to find this wrecking ball and destroy some pillars. So Patrick, why don't you tell us what you're just doing there? Because you had walked all the way into the dungeon all the way up.
Yeah.
And then you backtracked all the way to the very beginning.
So I got in the dungeon. I went as far as I could before, they present to you the wrecking ball. And I just wanted to get my bearings.
Got it.
Because it's so easy to get lost. You're basically like trying to play like all the levels at once, all the floors at once here.
Right.
And it's just tough.
Yeah.
So I just kind of wanted to run back over and see where all of the you have to dash. And see where all of the switches are.
Got it.
So here I am pulling this lever to open up this doorway, and then you have to run over, pick up the ball, and walk through the doorway. And we see our first pillar, and you have to be careful to not drop it in the hole, because if you drop it in the hole, it'll go down to the next floor, and then you have to carry it all the way back up. Or I believe you could just exit the dungeon and it reappears where I just picked it up. So I think that the move here is to throw it over there.
He almost has it.
So basically, I'm trying to throw it over a little barrier. And
Which
then
he successfully did.
going to jump over the barrier and join it on that side. Oh! Okay, it stays in the room that you leave it in, right? So I throw it onto some spikes, which is fun times for everybody, which is difficult.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good cover.
To pick up. And I'm just going to head right back to where I was. I knew I was going to fall down the hole.
I decided actually to not say anything about it because I didn't want to jinx you. You don't need to equip the Pegasus boots. But
because I don't have to pick the thing up. All right, and we're nearly back to where I was.
Pat's going to make this jump again.
Bling, 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 bling,
Wow,
bling, bling.
that was a lot of button movement for no reason. What are you? Why'd you say to kill those slimes? You didn't need to.
You have this vendetta against the piece of power. I'm gonna start just getting it for fun. So I have to hurt myself today to see if I still feel. Here we go. Second pillar is down.
All right, so there are 2 more pillars we got to get. Getting the first 2, if I remember this correctly, the first 2 are pretty straightforward. They're right next to each other. The maze gets a lot trickier from here because, again, you have 4 floors that you're dealing with.
4th floor.
You have 4 pillars that you're dealing with.
4 pillars.
Oh, it doesn't go away
What?
when you switch levels. When you fall through a pit, I thought maybe it was going to go away.
Nah, it sticks around.
So this is where you have to use one of the skills they taught you in a previous dungeon, which is that you can walk on top of the bollards, the yellow bollards that go up and down.
All right, we got one of these rooms with these guys that show playing card symbols on their faces, and it just kind of rotates. And the idea is to get them all to do the same face card. And so, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Nice.
The idea, my strategy is you get 2 of them in one swipe.
Right.
And then you get the
Most
third
useless item in the
one.
game. Oh,
And then
yeah.
you get the most useless item. Yes, the compass.
The compass.
It has a new feature. It tells you if a key is hidden in a room.
Just in case you're wondering.
Oh, right.
Hop over that bad boy. Your thing's right here.
And no, my thing is beyond my reach currently.
Oh, you threw it over the thing.
And that's fine because I want to take it that direction anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit the switch. I'm hitting the switch.
Patrick, hit the switch.
Oh man, just a lot of Switch stuff. A lot of oh, I can't go down there anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna go downstairs and to the left because now I can walk past this and go into this door. What's up, Kirby?
So this is an anti-Kirby. I had this pulled up and ready to go. So that's what its official name is, anti-Kirby. Again, we're using ZeldaDungeon.net.
Oh, we're using
this
ZeldaDungeon.net now.
Yep. So the only game anti-Kirby is in Link's Awakening. Its only location is the Eagle's Tower. It has a minor threat. Effective weapons. The only one that we have right now is the bomb.
Yeah, my sword didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Link's sword does not harm the anti-Kirby at all. So the best way to defeat one is to swing at it or hit it with the bombs also do damage.
Sword?
Well, no, I blanked out the thing since we haven't gotten them yet.
Oh, I got you. All right, everybody, I'm about to fight a bad guy right now.
Oh, it's a Hinox.
And he's a super angry Hinox that will throw you if you're not careful.
I think you just keep swinging at him, right?
Yeah, but the fire, the statues are shooting fireballs at you. Statue shoot a fireball at you. Gotta sneeze at you, bro. I'm rapping on the podcast.
So that got us a fairy and a key. And Pat now just did the card game again. And
But that treasure chest may not stay there. I think this might be like a really annoying part of this game where the treasure chest, you have to get it.
No, it stays there.
Okay, well,
That was a lot of...
a lot of anger, a lot of venom, spitting venom for no reason.
All right, you gonna go through the one way?
I'm going through the one way. So this is one of those rooms where the tiles show up and make you...
Pat's going to equip the shield to block? No, he's just gonna... Because you wanted to kill the anti-fairy.
Yeah.
Smart. So the tiles are flying at him, but Patrick's actually only got hit twice, so you gotta feel pretty good about that.
Pretty good for me.
Pretty good.
Pretty good for me.
All right, so you're gonna bomb boy that wall?
Right here. So this is a very tricky part of this level.
I thought it was in between the 2 lights.
Oh, yeah? This is a very tricky part of this level.
You can see the wall is cracked from the other side, but not from the side you actually bomb from.
Right. Tricky hobbitses. I have gotten this treasure chest by throwing bombs over the barrier and getting those 3 guys that you gotta slice to be the same way.
All right, so Pat got what I think is actually the hardest pillar to get to.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So
But I just kind of know.
Yeah, so we just have one more pillar that we have to go get.
And I can't throw the ball across there.
No.
Can I open up these blocks to let me in? Negative. Okay, so I need to throw this back over.
Yep.
And then fall down.
You gotta fall. Yep, that's the only thing you can do.
Okay, so again, we're playing on two levels at a time right now.
Right.
Which is very fun. I like it.
Yeah, it's a really cool concept.
And it's enough of a puzzle that it's a challenge. And if you're doing it for the first time, it might be a really big challenge.
Yeah.
You might cry.
You definitely cry.
You might say to your mom, I never want to play video games again. You might say that.
You might say that. Nope.
Why not?
Oh, okay, yeah, that works.
See what I'm doing here?
No.
Now it's in there.
Oh, okay.
So I have put the... Oh, I can't. I gotta go around, though. I have put the...
Can you not take the ball through the one way?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right,
So I did all that because I don't think that I could take the ball through this door.
gotcha. That's what I didn't understand what was going on. But we're good now.
Anti-fairy. Anti-Kirby. I mean, what a scary thing. You're like, yay, it's Kirby, the easiest game Nintendo ever made a lot of money off of, right? And then you approach it, and it turns out bad for you.
Very bad for you.
Might hurt you.
All right, so Pat's going to get his last pillar knocked down here. He's going to equip the sword and the power bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go.
And we're knocking down the last pillar. Now, this is a very exciting moment. I don't even think I got everything that I should have gotten before I did this.
Well, yeah, you haven't gotten the...
Bang! And so we cut to an outdoor scene of the tower, and now we are missing a level of the tower. It
So
is
if you open up the map,
squish-a-mushed.
yeah, there are only 3 levels now instead of 4 levels.
Which is cool with me. I never cared about that level anyway.
Yeah, so now you don't need to do the ball anymore. Ball's done.
I know, but I like keeping it with me.
So...
Ben's,
Oh, come on.
Ben's mad at me because I'm bringing the ball everywhere I go.
Too funny. Too funny.
Okay, no more ball. Now,
All right. So Patrick needs the map. Patrick needs the nightmare key. Patrick needs the special item you get in here.
Yeah, but I've done the hardest thing, which is hitting all the pillars.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, we just got to see the Anti-Kirby sucking in the air.
Yeah, he was trying to get you.
I like it when Anti-Kirby sucks in the air. Oops. Shovel is not what I want right now. So we're in a room we've never been in the dungeon before, with a couple mummies. And I sliced and diced them.
Well, slice and dice one of them.
The other one's
still
stuck in the corner. I sliced and diced it.
alive. Nice.
And I'm just walking around, trying to get back over to basically like the first staircase that I used to enter the top of the second floor, so that I can return, so that I can now go south once I get up here.
Got it.
Because all these are done. And you've
got the mirror shield. You can now turn back the beams you couldn't block before.
which is really cool. And do we even have a key?
You have 1 key.
Okay. So I approach a locked block. Bang. I unlock it. And I am now up top.
I think you want to go up the stairs right there.
Okay. I'm going to go up these stairs. Oh.
Okay, so we got to hit a switch first.
Gotta hit the switch is right here.
Easy peasy.
And I'm gonna get out my expensive bow and arrow and hit the switch. That's like the second time I've used it. It's really helpful in the dungeons before you have it, hypothetically. And then once you get it, you even really care.
So we got some iron mask. We got those Leonardo DiCaprio coming back to get us.
Leo! Back for revenge.
All right.
Oh!
Patrick has found the nightmare door.
There are Goombas
Oh, yeah.
in the top-down world. That's a first. Okay, so there's the locked key right there. But yeah, the nightmare door's right there. But we don't have the key
We
yet.
just need the key.
and I don't really know where it is. I'm wandering aimlessly. Hey, Runt, you think you can take me? All right, boys, get this bunk out of my face.
So we got a skeleton guy with a whistle, and he just summoned in all these flies to come attack us. And Pat's
Are they
dodging
flies?
them.
Are they not birds or
Ha!
something?
That's all you got? Get ready for this!
Am I supposed to attack these birds?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think when they come at you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can attack him.
There you go.
So he's got like a flute, and he plays it to attract the birds, like the famed Pied Piper.
And so what's neat about this one, I'm pretty sure, is you have to kill all 6 at the same time in one go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says, "I'll never forget you," and
So this
swears
is the
revenge and
Grim.
zooms up.
This is the Grim Creeper.
Nice.
Can you push those blocks?
Yeah, so there's some bubbles and some blocks that can be pushed together. There's an obvious spot for a treasure chest, and now we have the nightmare key.
That's it.
So I don't even need the map.
No. Go to the bad guy.
Dang. That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, you did really well.
I kind of want the map.
Yeah, we don't need it. We're not trying to 100% the game, right?
But look at all the treasure chests.
We don't need it for anything. We have all the money we need. We got all the secret shells we need.
Okay. We have all the secret shells. All right, well, this bad guy is
great.
tough.
It's great.
I don't really know the strategy to do this bad guy well.
Excellent. So let's see how it goes.
So we go through the nightmare door, but we're not immediately
Oh,
in the nightmare's
interesting.
lair. We go through a corridor, and now we're like, it's kind of like
Well, there were a set of stairs.
the original Legend of Zelda. Were there a set of stairs?
Yeah,
that I
go
didn't
back to the
up?
left.
I want to throw these horse heads.
You don't need to.
I want to. And, you know, where you unlock the last door, and there's still more of the dungeon to go through.
So Pat got a secret medicine.
Which I already had some.
This is the 3rd one we've gotten.
Oh, and I got a piece of
Was this the worst room to come into?
Do I have 3 secret medicines, or do I just
Well,
have
you can
one?
only hold one at a time.
Oh, I wasted it.
All right, so go up those stairs and hookshot over.
Going up the stairs, hookshotting over.
Oh, here he goes. All right,
Can't
he has a
believe that
Goomba
there are
right there.
Goombas in the...
I know.
Everything that I thought I knew, I don't.
And we're going up some stairs.
And everything I don't know, I wish I did.
Now we're outside.
Oh boy, this is a really tough one. And I just genuinely don't know how to like not fall off the edge. So what I tend to do is just I stay on the stairs. Okay, so we go up this ladder. And there's our flute boy.
The Grim Creeper.
I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to make you wish you were never born.
So all of a sudden, the evil eagle shows up.
Flying around.
And it stops on the top of the tower, and the Grim Creeper jumps on its back. And now we're on this tiny little platform. And Pat just got bodied real hard by the evil eagle. Patrick swung up, but he was below him, and then he swung down, but he was on top of him. But now he got him this time right in his little beak. All right.
Oh boy.
Pat has.
Does my medicine just work when I run out?
Yes. Pat has 1.5 hearts. And he has a medicine, so he's feeling okay.
Oh! I
Pat
got
just
blown
fell
off. How do I stay on?
You just got to use the
Boots?
shoes. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, just use the boots.
But I gotta probably also shield myself because things attack me. Okay, here we go again. I don't know if that resets the whole boss, but it
But
probably
he comes
does.
left to right.
Okay, so I sliced him again. And I'm just chilling on the ladder here, hoping, and with a charged sword. And so I hit him 3 times, and I'm hoping that he tries to blow me off the edge now. Dang.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Use the item you got in this level.
I should just use the shield.
Yeah, I bet the shield probably reflects it.
Okay, we're gonna start over
Yeah,
now.
I think that noise you hear. There you go. See how you blocked it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Good.
Yeah. So you can just block his attack coming at you. So now he's a nothing burger. There
He's
you
a
go.
nothing burger.
Pat just sliced and diced him. Now Pat's back on the ladder. The eagle comes
Oh,
from left
boy.
to right. And Pat slices him. He flies away.
Okay, now he's gonna
Eagle
come
comes
from
from left to right.
and we slice him.
Patrick got him.
I'm scared, everybody. I'm nervous. My nerves are.
Don't get up there with the shield out.
Oh!
So Pat's trying to cheese it by holding his sword out.
Cheese it, he says.
Oh, Pat's gonna get blown off again. Oh, he got his shield out.
Cheese it, he says. I'm just trying to be prepared is all.
All right, he holds the shield out.
I hold the shield out, he attacks me, and I slice, and I chop.
All right, he's back on the ladder, holding the shield out, or holding the sword out.
I hold the sword out, I'm charging up.
All right.
All right, is it coming from the top or the side?
The side, let it go.
The side, let it go. Okay, here we go. And we're going to get one more from the side, do you think?
Top,
Oh,
shield.
get up. Oh, okay, I'm not going to hold my sword anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not.
You can't. I think each time you hear that shh, it's restarting.
Oh, man.
Wow, this
and
guy's
now
tough.
he's flinging feathers at me.
So Pat just got hit by the feather attack.
Wow, what an attack it was. It sent me right off the edge. I'm blocking. I'm trying to get a hit in. Here we go. Bang! Oh, didn't get it. Okay. Bang!
All right, that's one hit.
Okay.
We're not sure how many hits he needs.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I'm just going to stay up top.
Stay up top.
I can stay up top with my shield. I don't need to hang out on the ladder like a baby. But the problem is sometimes he's just a little too high.
Yep.
Yeah, high above me.
Pat just said I'm not going to the ladder. Now is on the ladder.
Well, I'm coaxing him to me on the ladder, and
very
then
nice.
I'm ready to
Very
pop
nice.
up.
All right, he's on the top left. Pat's fighting against the feather attack, and he survives.
I survived that time. Okay, so I did a little better. I'm
All right,
beeping.
top left. Oh,
Okay.
Pat tried to slice him, just missed.
Just missed. Okay.
Here he comes the second time.
Oh,
Pat just missed
I
again.
just missed again.
He's really trying to get the spin attack going, but it's just not working for him today.
You know, I love the spin attack. I'll try, even if it's obvious that it doesn't work. He can't stop.
He's a spin attack kind of boy.
The spin attack kind of boy. All right.
It's a tough bat.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're close to the edge.
I know. I'm very close to the edge. Is he gonna blow me off? Is he gonna blow me off? He
Okay.
didn't blow me off.
He didn't storm eagle you, so you're good.
He didn't storm eagle me, correct? Oh. No, I'm gonna get blown off this time. Dang.
Patrick tried to guess what was going to happen.
I did. I tried to guess. And I think that's a reset. Okay.
All right.
So I'm no longer beeping.
Pat now has full hearts.
And
He's
we're
trying
still
to bait him.
we're still playing the bad guy.
Yeah, this is a hard bad guy. We knew this was a hard bad guy.
I knew.
All right.
Hard dungeon, hard bad guy. It's really the first time, in my opinion, that like the dungeon and the bad guy are difficult in this game. Because,
Got it.
you know, I think like one or two of the bad guys have been at least have to figure it out. But like the dungeons are definitely harder than the bad guys.
Watch
in
where
this
he's coming
game.
from.
And
Get over there. Nice. Okay.
okay, he's gonna blow me off.
No, you're not. You're good.
He's not gonna blow me off.
No, you're good. But you got to be ready for that.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here it comes again. Nice.
Okay, I got him. I'm standing in the middle in anticipation that he might come from either side. Okay, and I
All right.
sliced him
That was a
again.
really good shot.
That was a good shot. And here he goes blowing his feathers.
Patrick's good.
Feathers are really painful. Like they're more like scales. Like what kind of bird has feathers that?
Oh, my energy gone. I lost, but you will be lost too if the winged fish awakes. Same as me, you are in his dream.
And then the bird and the flute guy, what's
The
his
Grim
name?
Creeper.
The Grim Creeper blow up. I
There
killed
you
them
go.
both. Can you believe it?
And so now we got to go back down the tower.
What happens if I just jump off the edge instead?
We just play games very differently. All right, go up there. Yeah, there you go.
Go there.
Yeah.
All right, now we get a korg. You get a mini korg.
A chord? You've got the organ of evening calm.
Oh, it's an organ of evening hall. Yeah, you know, like a korg synth organ.
No.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Ah.
Electronic music device.
Wow. That was good.
Wow.
That was good.
That was tough. Gotta say.
Ocarina. The music of the ocarina leads.
Dot.
Oh, hey, look at our boy, Beetle.
What's up, Beetle?
But you didn't see that come in. We'll be right back.
Jumping off the cliff. I'm not using the ocarina. Whoops.
We also noticed that our bird friend is gone. I
Have
wonder
you
where he
been in
went.
here yet? Oh, yeah, our bird friend's gone.
All right, so we got a few cleanup tasks we have to do.
What's up?
Pat's just like swimming around, diving into some water.
Yeah, we fell into this deep water, And I'm just swimming around inside of, oh, I got a piece of heart. Who knew it was in there? Ben definitely didn't. But I did. Because I'm a real gamer.
All right, so...
You know what I always do? I always like swim down here. I'm like, oh, there's nothing to do. I just like swim around. I'm not going to do it because we're podcasting.
Thank God.
What I'm going to do instead...
We're going to go to the secret seashell, right? House.
We're going to go to the secret seashell house.
All right. So transport yourself, or...
Yeah, what do you think is the best move? Transport myself by the village?
Yeah.
Oh, but we haven't been to that square yet.
That's okay. We're not trying to 100% the game.
Oh, I gotta get every square. Even if I'm not 100% in the game, how are you just not gonna have a square on the map?
Pat, I'll finish runs at 4.99 miles.
Oh yeah, you're weird like that.
No,
where
that
you,
was
like,
the route. Like, that's just what I finished.
You'll like also play a game up until the final boss and then just never finish it.
So I did that once, and that's a pattern now in your mind? Once. One data point. That definitely makes a trend line.
You know, I've seen worse.
Can't even draw a line with 1 point, Patrick.
I've seen worse on the expert witness stand. That was a dig at the comparative sciences, by the way.
Got it. That's a very niche comment.
You know, as a forensic linguist, where the heck am I going?
I don't.
Going to the secret seashell mansion. Okay, I gotta go so.
It's like you play like you look like you know where you're going.
I know. I just march forward with such determination.
I'm just like, what are you doing?
But I just love zooming around.
You're good. Just go right there.
But I love zooming around. But I just don't.
It's just amazing that you just don't know where everything is in this game.
I know. Well, that's my weakness. The navigation.
Here we go. We got 20 secret seashells.
And I equip the boots and the feather. Oh, and I try to jump really far every time I do it. And I got really far, though.
You heard that here, folks.
And it goes up all the way.
My job here is finished.
All right, and some lightning. Wow. And
a giant hole appears, a black hole.
Black hole.
It's getting
aura.
larger. We're not concerned, actually.
And it's blinking, and something from a shadowy lightning hole morphs into an enormous sword.
It's bigger than us.
It is taller than we are.
Grab it. Oh, and rays of light just shoot out from it.
Wow.
You've got a new sword. You should put your name on it right away. So our sword is now level 2. And it's longer. It shoots zappy beams.
Even when I'm in midair, it shoots a zappy beam.
And this is the Koholint sword.
The Koholint sword.
Everybody's at your mercy now.
So, you know, just putting this out there, who made this sword? And, you know, like what kind of island has a sword that I'm just going to go around killing everything on the island with it?
So you can now get those really annoying, floaty, flying, bomb-dropping mushroom punks. It's really nice. So, you know, Patrick, remember that Goya that we found?
Oh, yeah.
I think we can go trade him for something now.
Cool.
So Pat's playing the level 2 song, which is going to take us to a pond.
And
Pat's also going to swing by and see Crazy Tracy and maybe get some potion.
Oh, good thinking.
I mean, we've gotten 3 potions, but we can only use 1. Hey there, big guy. I'm Crazy Tracy. I've got a little secret for sale that'll pump you up. Will you give me 28 rupees for my secret?
That's it?
That's it.
That's really cheap.
All right, come here, and I'll rub it on you. There, I've applied my own secret medicine. It will take effect when you lose all hearts. Drop by again, big guy. Here's some bonus treatment. Behold, your hearts are full.
I don't like the whole Crazy Tracy thing.
That didn't age well.
No, it didn't.
All right, so Patrick's gonna keep headed south towards the beach.
Here we go. Heading south toward the beach, everybody.
So all you really need, you need the power bracelet and you need the Rock's Feather. Or you put the Pegasus boots on. Even better.
Try to speed it up a little bit, you know? I'm not usually that fast.
So we're back near the original teleporter. And now we're in the village. Well, now we're in the village.
Remember when you said we were in the village, but we weren't in the village yet on like the second episode, and you were wrong? I was right.
On the second episode?
Yeah, second episode of this season.
Hmm.
Hey boys, how you doing? Maybe I'll come back and read a book.
All right, so Patrick's now going down to the beach,
Yeah, I'm going down to the beach. What of it?
and we're trying to find that hidden guy that we saw earlier. So he's gonna get rid of those little spiky boys that are in his way.
Skip, skip. Remember when we washed up on shore here? It feels like yesterday.
It does feel like yesterday.
But 'twas a lifetime ago.
All right, so Pat's going to equip the shovel into his B slot. And talk to the guy. I found a good item washed up on the beach. I'll trade it to you for what you have in your B button.
This guy sounds a lot different than the last guy. that we
Okay.
talked to.
You got the boomerang in exchange for the item you had.
I got the boomerang.
So the boomerang in this game is overpowered.
Wow. It just kills everything
It
in
just
one
destroys
hit.
everything.
That's outrageous.
I know. All right, so we have one last dungeon to go to,
Uh-huh.
which is in the far north where we haven't been yet.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get at least one more one more heart piece
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of pieces up there.
up in the mountains because
We're actually really close to full heart, so we have 3 pieces.
Oh, got a guardian acorn.
Fortunately, there's a library on the way that you could swing through and get rid of that music.
Good thing. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
The boomerang cuts through bushes.
Dang.
We just have like so.
All right, so we have all these books in here.
And there's one up top that I'm gonna read.
I think I
I
read
gotta-
that. That's where I got the directions for the color dungeon, right?
Oh yeah.
This is not a chest. What? You knew that. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to read this book? Yes. New World of Color under the 5 gravestones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we already got this one.
Yeah.
Should I read every book?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
What if I read?
Well, here's my question. How much more do you want to play this game since you're leaving for Portland here momentarily?
Dark Secrets and Mysteries. Do you really want to read it? Nah, I won't read it.
What?
Oh, you want to read it? Is it intriguing? This is the content that people want. Okay, I'm going to read it. Round and round the passageways of the egg. Left, up, right, up, left, up, right, up. Question mark, question mark. This book reeks of secrets. I wonder when we're going to use that.
So I was pulling my phone out to take a picture of it, but... All right, see that top left where all those gray things are? I think that's a good place for us to go.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, so
North.
you want to head to the right and out of the village, and...
Don't want to go through the mystery woods?
You don't need to.
I would have gone through the mystery woods. Everybody at home, Ben's bossing me around.
Also called producing.
Yeah, this is what he calls producing. Telling me what to do with my hard-earned time.
Is that exactly what producers do? They tell you what to do?
Yeah. I think that, sometimes you'll be, as a producer in a podcast, you'll like literally have a line into
Into their ear.
to their ear, and you're telling them like, don't talk about that one. Or,
Where are you going now?
I don't know. I'm trying to go to where those squares were. Is that what you're talking about? Just south
but
of
you
here?
can't, but you know you can't go that way. You get blocked going that way. You gotta go. There's only one staircase that goes up to the tall mountains.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to go to that stuff, to the south.
No, in the
West
mysterious
of me.
forest.
Yeah.
No, you're just trying to fill in more of the map. Those aren't the mountains.
It's true.
That's like I'm going to the forest, which are not the mountains.
I like to go in the woods. I like to fill the map out.
I know.
You know?
I'm just offering some direction.
Doing a great job. Oh!
Hoot hoot!
Oh!
The windfish sleeps long and dreamily in the egg above. When you play the 8 siren instruments in front of the egg, he will waken. This, my friend, is the only way for you to leave the island.
Oh,
Ho, ho.
there we have it. It's official. The owl has told us the only way for us to leave this place is to go into this egg up here.
There's a giant egg, but
Photo
we only have
op.
7. We only have 7 items.
I know.
Or 7 siren instruments.
We gotta
so
go get the last siren
So Pat's gonna head
Siren
east.
instrument. I like walking like I'm pushing. You see that?
I did see that.
It's good.
All right, so we're back in Tall Mountain.
Tal.
And Pat's just gonna get through here real quick, not really worrying about killing all the bad guys, because we don't need anything from them.
Isn't Tall Mountain? Oh, Tall Heights
Tall Heights.
is Mario 64.
Got it. So we've been in this section a whole bunch of times. Pat has his sword out, but just chose to get hit by.
Well, it's in A instead of B right now, and I hit,
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Patrick is coming up to where the dad that was hungry and got lost was, and we're blowing right by there. So we're now back up where we just were for the eagle's nest.
Yeah.
But instead of going east, which is where we went, we're gonna head north, and then we're gonna head to the west. And so we're back near the house where the guy was feeding the chickens, which we're not going to go into.
Yes, we are.
Oh, well, actually,
because
this is pretty
now
good.
this guy is just, woo! Finally, this is flying. Rooster is the greatest.
Actually, yeah, that was definitely worth it.
This guy is literally just riding, swinging from the claws of the flying rooster in his house. Oh my gosh.
So Pat's killing some Tektites and headed west.
Okay.
And we need to use the hook shot.
Yep.
Oh.
Somebody help! Hey, Goopy! Some monsters put me up here. What should I do? I'm afraid of heights. So Marin is stuck on this bridge segment.
Yeah.
Just like hopping around.
Doesn't have the rock's feather.
Doesn't have the rock's feather. This guy, he lives right next door, and it's almost like ironic. He's inside with a flying rooster, having a blast. And she's just like yards. I'd say 10 yards from him in peril. So we hook shot across and we save her. Wow, that was a surprise. Goopy, thank you. ... Say, Goopy, I don't know how to say this, but and here comes Marin. Taryn. Marin, huh? Huh? Taryn? Never mind, Goopy, I gotta go. What were you gonna say? She's never gonna. She's.
Hoot hoot! That girl sang her song in front of the egg. Her ballad of the windfish is a song of awakening. Did she actually intend to wake the windfish? The next siren's instrument is in the west. Play your melodies so the unliving stones might hear. Show your courage. The windfish waits for you. Hoot hoot!
I love the way the owl says the windfish.
Hey, everybody has their thing. All right, so.
Wow, so she wasn't just chilling at home when the monsters got her. She went up to the egg and tried to wake the windfish up.
So there's a piece of power that Patrick can't get, fortunately.
Dang it! Gosh darn it! Wish I could get that piece of power. Then I'd be super powerful. I don't think there's any more power, than we have.
Yeah, we got the Colin sword. We got the
I'm
red tunic.
already taking enemies out in one slice.
You're already at an 11, and I needed you to be at a 7, and unfortunately, you've only gone up. So.
Ow! What my energy level?
Everything.
Everything. All right, the rocks are coming down from the mountains up top. They're crushing me, hitting me in the head.
Classic enemy.
And I'm climbing up the stairs, going up the mountain, picking up the rocks, throwing them at the bad guys, hoping there's. Dang, I needed the shovel.
You still needed the shovel.
But that was just a secret seashell, I think. Whatever.
You got 50 rupees. Very
nice. Very nice. Oh, can't go any further because there's a stone barrier. Go down. There's kind of a maze down here now. Oh. A hooded
an inside guy outside.
A hooded creepy guy outside.
Yeah.
Everything's getting messed up.
Yeah, so there's a rock to blow up.
In the one spot, there's creepy inside guys outside. Everything's messed up. I'm going into this dungeon, or into this cave, and there's just fire being blown at us down the hallway. I equip my new shield.
Looks so cool. It looks so
and
cool.
I blast through the fire.
And he still got hit.
I don't know if you can not get hit there.
Got it. So now we're back up on the other side of where a rock had stopped us. We got likes. We got. We forget those names every time.
Spiky annelid.
Yep. Okay, so now we are at Ryro's telephone.
I'm just gonna say what up to
Bring,
him.
bring.
I know he likes talking on the phone.
Bring, bring.
Hello, it's me, Hyrule. Ask me about out of the island. If you get lost, give me a call by click. Excuse me, what if I
Bring,
am
bring.
lost?
Bring,
The
bring.
head of the turtle is in your way. Put life into it and it'll move. It's true. True. By click.
So we need to, we just happen to have a song that will let us put life into
Correct.
this turtle.
And
so Pat's gonna kill
we've been
these.
told now 5 times how to wake this thing up. Right? Am I wrong about that?
They just want to make sure you know. All right, so Pat's gonna play the frog song, not the fish song, the frog,
Frog
song.
song.
Do, 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 do. And the
sorry
head comes
I-
alive.
Sorry I insulted the frog.
The
oh my
rock
gosh. the
breaks
rock
off from around
breaks
it,
off from around
And now
it,
this
and now it's
dinosaur is awake.
Big dinosaur with a big neck. It looks like, it looks like one of the enemies from the first Zelda. I just want to see what it does. It was so easy to kill. It like poked its head out. I think it eventually opens up its mouth and stuff.
We got 1 rupee for it.
We got a rupee for it.
Well, now we have. Let's go in the hole.
I don't know. I think maybe we should go in the hole on next week's episode of Hyrule Podcasters. See you next time. Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
Podcast of the Windfish.
An Odd Conduit Media production.
If you like what you're hearing and want to support us directly, you can head over to our Patreon page. We'd also love to see you in our Discord. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyrule Podcasters and on Twitter at Hyrule Podcaster.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank LT Headtrip for composing original music for the podcast, including our theme song.
If you want to play along, you can now find Link's Awakening DX via the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack. You can also play on the Game Boy Color, and the 3DS via the Virtual Console. And while there are differences, the Link's Awakening HD remake for the Switch is a great way to play along too.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you happen to listen.
And action!
All right, this is a tough one.
Am I guiding you, or are you just, what's the plan?
I don't know. There is no plan. I'm playing. I think I'm pretty good at this one. We'll see.
On this week's episode of
Hyrule Podcaster.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Odd
Conduit Media.